Hello, thank you for joining us once again on our podcast, having much deeper conversations. And today we are talking about presence of joy. We can choose joy and feel happiness. So joy doesn't need a smile in order to exist. Joy is a choice purposefully made, and happiness is rooted in circumstance. Happiness is not reliable because it also depends on the external outcome. Because we have, if this or that happens, then I will be happy. If so and so do this or that, I will be happy. And what if they don't? Will you still be happy? So we are not to seek happiness, but to feel it. Now, joy sets us free. It frees the soul because with joy the mind has no thoughts of sadness. Joy is the attitude of embracing life as it is. It is an inner feeling, and it is the attitude of the spirit and that of the heart. So joy connects with meaning and purpose. Whereas happiness is an outward expression. It says a person pursues happiness but chooses joy. So we are on daily basis pursuing happiness. Happiness is in the face. You can tell by looking at the person if they are happy or not. But joy transcends, it goes beyond. And so happiness comes and goes. But joy is always present inside everyone as an untapped reservoir of potential. Deep inside you. You have to know how to tap into it. You need practice and devotion to know how to tap into it and let it remain there. So the beauty about joy is that it can share space with other emotions like sadness, fear, anger, even unhappiness. But happiness can't. You're either happy or sad. True joy is constant. And living your life with purpose enhances that joy. Living your life with gratitude enhances that joy. At times we bring sadness on our own because somehow we have decided that what we label or whom we label is true about that person or that thing. But who said it's true? What do we know? And so we think we're entitled to label people as good or bad, or I like this or dislike that. Whatever you decide you dislike then brings unwillingness to have compassion or empathy or care or love for that thing or that person. So you will not be able to find true full feeling of joy if you have an attitude of dislike. Learn to work or be around anyone and you will find yourself happier. Because what happens outside you is not in your control. And so why should it matter who is this way or that way? It should not disturb your peace, your joy, your fun. See, nothing external has anything to do with you being or feeling a certain way. It is all entirely up to you. But this will be too easy for us to deal with, isn't it? We want things to go our way for us to feel joy or to be happy. Now, because of this discrimination of who I like or not like, who I'm pleasant to or not pleasant to, it is all too much for the body to take. If we can have compassion and some love to ourselves, not to put our body into a two-way street, I think mentally we will be at peace. The mind is not pulling this way and next that way. Now imagine this. Close your eyes and imagine you in a good mood, enjoying your day, and everything is just perfect in your life. As this is how most people want a day to be, right? And while in that good, happy day feeling, someone you totally dislike, or let's rather say, quote, you hate, shows up and wants to ask you something. Now, mind you, this is someone that you don't like. Now, still with your eyes closed, just think about it. How is your feeling now? Just thinking about that. How is your feeling about the day? Is the day still the same? Are you still having a good, fun day or moment? Probably not. And you probably have said, I cannot believe this. I was just minding my own business, having a good time, and so, or this and that happened and ruined my day. So, like, seriously, think again. Think about it for a moment. It should make no sense if you are beginning to be awake, meaning spiritually awake, because nothing can ruin your day except yourself allowing it. It's a decision that you decide on your own. That person or this and that is way out there, and the feeling you feel is right inside you. You see the separation? Bring awareness to it. The person who did this or that is out there, and the feeling you feel is right inside you. So there's a separation. So this means what happens within you is entirely your making. No one is making you feel anything. Now, until you can grasp this concept and really sit with it, for however long it takes, and hopefully not too long to rob you of the joy, the joyful life you have in store. until you grasp this concept, you'll continue to rely on others or things to determine how you feel inside. And if they can control your life that much, you basically are a slave to them. Because they decide your day. They decide your moments. But you want to talk about the power? We have the power to decide how our day goes without this and that. So same goes for it if it rains on a beautiful day that you have an event planned. I mean, talk about what life gives us, right? For free. And we still complain. And so you go by your day is ruined because it rained on a day you planned such and such an event. Like, okay, what do you expect? Snap a finger and things go your way? I mean, don't get me wrong, I used to think like that too. I had no idea that my words have an impact of how I look at life. So I'm not blaming anyone who may be thinking this way. I'm simply bringing sense, right? Sense and awareness to how we think at times. And how we say all these powerful words, negative or positive. The intelligence we have comes from going to school, obtaining some qualifications, but this type of intelligence takes a devoted person to pursue. And honestly, this is what we should learn in school, life skills. And this generation will be so much better at handling what life brings. We will have no kids roaming the streets, doing drugs, stealing, committing crime, all sorts of crime. I mean, something is clearly wrong. To have a generation like that. And it is upon us, the awakened ones, to help them find the way, direct them to light from darkness. You see, joy is in everything that God created. God didn't create it to punish us because it rained when you're not expecting it to rain. He created it to rejoice in it. It's a gift. And He never even discriminated against who gets it and who doesn't. It is available to all beings, all things. And we know for sure we can count on the nature that He created because it is always going to be there, and we just need to rejoice in it. I'm sure if we could plan each day how we want, it would be chaos. Because this one would go this way and that one would go this way. Imagine you live under one roof and you each need a different weather. That would be something, isn't it? That would be yet another headache, another disaster we set for ourselves to bring us joy, peace, and harmony, robbing ourselves of this. See, the mechanics of the mind are about understanding that everything that you are is what you, not anyone else, make out of it. You can continue to tell a story about how people make you feel or what they do to you, but after knowing that everything is in your making, there is a huge empowerment in that. And above all, you get relief. So the burden of someone or somebody did this to me or they said that to me is no longer there. Because nothing external should affect you inside. So people may say and will say and do a lot of things to you, about you, but will you allow yourself to be tangled up in that drama? Or will you go where you want to go and do what you want to do and become whom you want to become? Because it is all up to you and where you choose to take your emotions, up or down. So each day, when you feel overwhelmed, take a deep breath. Take a sigh. Relax, sit back and enjoy life the way it is. I live by this motto that whatever happens, whatever it is, in order for me to just let it go, let it flow through me and not sit inside me, but let it flow through me, is I go by this motto that it is what it is. And it really is. Why I say that? Because I don't have control over it. If I do, I will fix it. But if I don't, I let it be. So life was created with all kinds of people in it. And learn to live with people of all kinds and still surround yourself with a bubble of joy, acceptance, love, empathy, and understanding. Understand that we are all unique creations of the higher power. We are so unique that we each have unique fingerprints. That should tell you something. Let that sink in while you go about your day. Thank you for listening. Till next time. Namaste.